Alright everybody, old Noledog breaking it open with a little Noledog theme and a Noledog new guitar, new nation, coming at you from my laptop, my lady in my living room. And what I have in my hands right here is a Takamine Chesney signature KC70 guitar with my shirt on too. A little Kenny Chesney love going out there, because you know I dig that. And I opened up, as I test every guitar, with my little Noledog's theme. So you got first hand, without any talking, a little Noledog theme there, finger picked. And I'll do the little strumming as well and go over some of the features of the guitar. So anyway, I didn't need a new guitar, but hey, I wanted something to work in tandem with the Loudon that has been my workhorse for the last decade or so, and I wanted something with similar features without the similar price. So never played a Takamine before, didn't know anything about them, but I always was intrigued by this guitar when it first came out, because I'm a big fan of Kenny Chesney and his style of Caribbean country and island music, and I live in the tropics here, and it's kind of my thing. So I wanted something that kind of had that motif, but I didn't want to buy it if it wasn't a decent guitar. So I got it on a 30-day trial. The body size I wanted was an OM, which it is. Scale is 25.3, which is fine with me. Works great, very versatile. Didn't want it to be a real thick guitar, so it's about an average depth of an OM, maybe about 4 inches or so. And it had to have some of the similar features that I had in the Loudon. Number one of them was a satin finish. Like the Loudon has a satin rubbed finish, which is really smooth and doesn't get so sticky when you're outside. And this neck is silky smooth on this guitar. It's a C profile. It's kind of asymmetrical, so it's nice. It feels good. Mahogany, solid mahogany. And the other feature I liked was the pinless bridge. Like the Loudon, it has a rosewood pinless bridge. The Loudon is Rio Brazilian rosewood. This is East Indian. They both had the split saddle bone. I like that, as well as a bone nut. I also like, this was a nice little feature to kind of keep the remembrance of the Loudon, which is still in the family, still being used. Just getting a little something to help out, was the amber buttons on the tuners, because Loudon used to make those in the older models like the one I have. I see that they use black buttons now, which I like these amber. They're really, really pretty, and they look great against these Godo pewter tuners, which are really, really nice. So nice silky mahogany neck. With the profile that I like. Okay, negative, I have to say these frets on here, even though they did a fantastic job with the fret, I like them bigger, taller, and fatter. Okay, my Avalon guitar is the best neck. I wish I had that on all my guitars. They have big, tall, fat frets with a soft, shouldered C profile. Okay, so that's the one negative, and the string spacing is the other negative. It's a little tight for me, but it wasn't a deal breaker. I do have to be a little bit more precise because I'll get a little buzz of the string hitting my nail on the front side of it because it's closer to the string, the string next to it. Okay, so I got to be a little bit more precise in the playing, which is always a good thing anyway. Bound rosewood fretboard, which is nice. I like that. Nice binding on the guitar is kind of like a chocolatey black with a kind of a creamy white there. The guitar itself is solid cedar, which I'm a big cedar fan. I love cedar on most of my guitars, and I generally like mahogany on my guitars, but I do have rosewood on 2 of them, depending on the body shape and size. Now this is Sapele, and I listened to Keith Chesterton, one of our fellow AGF members. He has an all Sapele guitar, and it sounds and looks great. Bought a GS Mini Hog with a Sapele back for Mama back in last Christmas, January time, and it sounds wonderful. I love the way it looks and sounds. I love the satin feel, and it smells great. So it's a very nice tone wood. I like the way it sounds in combination with the cedar. Let's see, other features on it. Okay, to kind of go along with the my thing, it's got the guitars and tiki bars and a whole lot of love going on there, and the inlays, and it's kind of like a maple bass with these deep set inlays. You can't really tell, but they're kind of three-dimensional. And what I did not know was that it was trimmed in abalone. I couldn't see that on the pictures. Like I said, I never played this before, any Takaminis really, to any more than a chord or so. And so that was a nice feature. Now, another important feature, like the Loudon, was the onboard electronics. Now, I always used a Fishman prefix, and I liked it. It worked great. With the Loudon was a shallow guitar in rosewood and Sitka. Now, a large rosewood guitar that's deep is going to have a little bit more feedback problems, but the Loudon Stage Edition was a 3 3/4 deep box, not even quite 4 inches, and so it had a great unplugged sound, but it didn't feedback. I didn't have feedback problems with it. So I really like the prefix on that guitar. This has the CT4B2, which is not the cool tube. I really wanted the cool tube. Didn't come with it. I could replace it later, but I was pleasantly surprised. This sounds even better than the prefix. It's a really, this Paleolithic pickup thing that they got going on in here. I don't understand all of that, but it really sounds good. But I didn't want to get a guitar like, you know, I read sometimes that, oh man, this sounds great plugged in, but it sucks like when it's unplugged. If it sucked unplugged, I wasn't going to buy it. But it really, like you heard in the opening theme, it sounds really pretty finger-picked. And so now I'm going to do a little strumming with it, and then I'll do a little vocal accompaniment with it so you can kind of hear it with and without a pick. Now, I don't use a pick. If I strum, I usually just, you know, like that, with a little bit of nail and flesh, but I'll do both. Working on our night blues, trying to make some front page teenage blues. Working on the night blues. Summertime, sweet, sweet summertime, yeah. Summertime blues with my Kenny Chesney KC70 Takamine Signature Edition up in this lady laptop and living room with a little bit of NOLES Shoes Nation. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I messed up the words. I said teenage blues. It's working on them, let's see, awkward teenage blues, I don't know. Anyway, that's what it sounds like with just my hand. Now I'll add a pick to it. So for all those who don't think you can strum a cedar top guitar, working on the night blues, trying to make those front page driving news. it's got some sustain. Is it as responsive and resonant as, say, the Avalon or the Goodall or the Loudon? No. But can it be played in a variety of styles, strummed or picked, with all the features like a quick tuner, so I don't have to put a snark on the end of it, although I love my snarks. But it just makes it quick, easy, and convenient, changing strings, as well as just being a solidly built guitar. I looked at this guitar inside and out, and it is flawless. I am very pleasantly surprised. I can't make a sweeping generalization that this is the way Takamines are. It's the only one I've really played to any extent. So, but I do say this particular one is built nice. I'm using John Pierce Phosphor Bronze 12 through 54 strings on here, which I like. It came with EXP Phosphor Bronze by Diodario, which sounded fine on here, but I don't like coated strings. So anyway, I hope you liked my little review of this new Guitar Day video. And I'll just close out with a little love from Kenny Chesney. Guitars and tiki bars and a whole lot of love. Mangoes and barley, just fit me like a glove. 6 gear and nowhere to steer when enough is enough. It's guitars and tiki bars and a whole lot of love. Guitars and tiki bars and a whole lot of love. Alright, NOLES Nation, I am out. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks so much for listening.